Hey guys, it's Alden from the Gamer Kit, and today we have Greedfall's Game Pass release, CSGO's epic update, Halo Infinity news, and of course, the game we've all been waiting for, Cyberpunk 2077. We have some crazy things to talk about today, so without further ado, let's get into it. Greedfall was a massive hit on release, and although it didn't reach the size or scope of The Elder Scrolls or The Witcher, it still provided an excellent RPG with astounding story and intriguing character development. With a focus on choice and personal direction, the game boasts high scores on IGN and Metacritic. You take the role of Desardet, a neutral human who recently arrived on an island paradise. Amidst a plague outbreak, sound familiar, and competing factions looking to colonize the land, also sound familiar, you must decide your fate and save the island from ultimate destruction. Freedom and choice play a huge role in the game, utilizing the essential RPG experiences to deliver a great journey for the player. Currently on Steam, without a sale, Greedfall is $49.99. As AAA games usually maintain this price range, it's not that surprising. What is surprising is that Greedfall is being released on Xbox Game Pass today. With a cost of only $9.99 a month for the PC version, Greedfall's release adds a lot of worth to the Game Pass. Some other heavy-hitting games joining the fray this month are Doom Eternal and Starbound, some of my personal favorites. These releases are paving the way for major releases on game streaming services. It's starting to sound a lot like the film industry, where blockbuster hits are being prepared to release on streaming services going forward. Xbox Game Pass is truly doing something remarkable, and if the developers are getting a nice slice of the pie, gamers should be on board. A game like Greedfall coming to a streaming service does something extremely interesting. As a gamer, knowing that I'm not paying full price for a game that I might not like makes me feel more comfortable getting into it. I probably wouldn't have touched Greedfall if I had to pay $50, especially with the holidays coming around, so the fact that it's out on Game Pass means I can jump right in. The game itself has had its fair share of moments in the limelight, but also has a little bit of baggage. Not all reviewers were thrilled by the gameplay, and in a world where games like this exist, RPGs must be killer to become one of the legends. Whether the game is on a top 10 list or not, the fact that it's being released on Xbox Game Pass should be exciting. In other news, CSGO got a major update for the first time in a while, adding new maps and modes to the 8-year-old game. On their blog, they announced new challenges await with the all-new retakes and the exclusive Broken Fang premiere. Play new maps across a variety of game modes and see how you measure up in the Operation Stats page. Complete weekly missions and choose from a variety of rewards, including new agents, weapon collections, stickers, patches, and graffiti. The idea that a game like this is still being worked on shows how possible it is for games that are carefully produced to maintain their presence. You hear all the time about big gaming companies looking for ways to continuously rip off consumers and raise prices, but they forget about building communities and watching the money reign in on its own. Games like Battlefront saw truly negative effects from this kind of thinking, games that had so much potential. CSGO might also be competing with Valorant, which could be why Valve is still working hard to maintain CSGO's limelight. It's important to maintain visibility with games, but I don't know if 20 million unique players is something to scoff at. That is interesting to me as a gaming content creator because my personal ties are with Valorant, but I was thinking about giving CS a try when this update was announced. Is it time for me to switch loyalties? Or stay strong with Valorant? Let me know in the comments below which game you prefer. Speaking of Valorant, there's a new game mode on its way just in time for Christmas. This new Snowball Fight mode will feature snowball launchers and a 5v5 team deathmatch style of gameplay. Players will continuously respawn until a certain score is reached, which provides a great alternative to the gameplay previously provided by Valorant. The search and destroy style of gameplay is popular, but it's always fun to run and gun without worrying about dying and having to stay out of the rest of the round. This game mode sounds amazing, and a holiday-themed icebox is going to be so much fun to play in. In other big Game Pass news, Halo 4 and the Master Chief Collection have come to the game streaming platform. Although this is no surprise given the Microsoft affiliation, it does pave the way for Halo Infinite to see an immediate release on the Game Pass. It is confirmed that the new addition to the franchise will see a debut for Xbox Series X and PC, and will drop immediately on the Game Pass. Even better, the game has been announced to release fall of 2021, so by the time we're all done playing Cyberpunk 2077, it'll be time to bust open the brand new Halo. What's better than that? And if anybody says Call of Duty, I swear I'll jump out of the screen. COD's fun, but it's no Halo. Xbox Game Pass and other game streaming services are on the rise. Are you going to buy into them? Well, let's get into that. With the release of some great titles to Xbox Game Pass, now may be the best time to jump into the action. Viveport Infinity lets you play VR games for a monthly fee with a wide selection of VR games. More options are becoming available for monthly gaming subscriptions, and the quality of those games is on constant rise. The problem is, if you're not an avid gamer, you'll find yourself losing more than you game. The price might keep draining your bank account, so you'll want to be careful that you're still interested in the games available. Great strides are being made to keep content flowing into the systems, but if you don't have the time to play the games, just stay away. If you do have the time, or you're someone who's used to spending money on new games often, the Game Pass or other similar services are starting to look really good. What games, old and new, would you like to see on Game Pass? Let us know in the comments below. Okay, Cyberpunk 2077 is finally here. After years of hype and plenty of release date disappointments, the game of the century has arrived. Has it lived up to its hype? Will it mount itself on the Hall of Fame or crumble like so many before it? Well, IGN reviewer Tom Marks says that the game isn't without its faults, but the overarching idea of a freeform RPG structure with loads of side quests works really well. He says that the strength of the missions themselves, optional or not, and the choice you have within them makes Cyberpunk 2077 one of the most exciting, emotional, and just plain fun RPGs I've played in recent years. This is great news, especially for anyone excited to jump into not only a game, but an escape. 2020 hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows, and video games make for excellent escapes. It seems that Cyberpunk 2077, despite being set in a bleak future, is as good a place as any to escape to. Multiple sources claim that the characters and quests of Cyberpunk 2077 are what makes it so engaging, including VentureBeat reviewer Jeff Grubb. Quests and characters are the stars of Cyberpunk 2077, Jeff Grubb said. There was a lot riding on this game for CD Projekt Red, and it seems as though it pulled through. Does this mean you should rush out to buy it? Yeah, it probably does. But if you've mentioned to anyone how excited you are to play the game, you might want to wait until after Christmas, or you'll end up with a gift that's destined for a return. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. I am always on the lookout for scoops in gaming news, so be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. There is some incredible content being created at the GamerKit, so get excited. If you're interested, join our official GamerKit server on Discord so you can hop on and play some games with me and the rest of the crew. As always, I'm Alden, and remember to game on.